Good morning. Um, though I have delivered this lecture several occasions, but still, because of several newcomers are there in subscription, I would like to reiterate the dialogue on criminal procedure code. First question was, why criminal procedure code? Criminal procedure code was there because uh, the fundamental rights guaranteed under Part 3 of the Constitution should not be infringed except under due process of law. Suppose, yes, if somebody is having right to live, somebody is having right to move, somebody is having right to carry on profession, but there should be some exceptions, provisions, how that liberty should be exercised. If suppose somebody is exceeding or excessively exercising, transgressing into other person's rights, then they have to be dealt under civil law. Namely, civil law in the sense means the internal laws. Therefore, due process of law is criminal procedure. How a person to be convicted, imprisoned, fine should be imposed on him, his property should be forfeited, a temporary detention of arrest and remand, etc. What should be the procedure? That is due process of. The term due process of law plays prominent role in American Constitution. A long debate was there in Congress. Congress means Parliament of the United States of America. Now, how important is due process of law? The 4-volume book is also there for due process of law. To understand Code of Criminal Procedure, you must go through the definition class and commence from the definition of complaint. So that word complaint is most important. Complaint is that a written or oral report to a magistrate to take cognizance of offence. That is called complaint. So what is that you are lodging a complaint to police officer? That is not complaint. That is only first information report. Therefore, you should also understand that the literal meaning always differ from legal meaning. The complaint under Code of Criminal Procedure has got some little bit difference of meaning as we normally understand the term complaint. So this complaint should be filed before magistrate. Then how magistrate will take cognizance? Then you have to see 190 CRPC. There are 3 ways of taking cognizance. Taking cognizance means the complaint is preferred or lodged or presented or orally stated before the land magistrate is being taken for cognizance. Taken for cognizance means for taking on file for initiating action. See, again I want to discuss with you that the word cognizance has got a different meaning at different places. Cognizable offence means the offence if committed, a police officer can arrest him without warrant from any court of law. That is cognizance. Here cognizance means taking on file to initiate proceedings. So number 1 is a private complaint. A private person may file private complaint under section 200 CRPC, adduce evidence, and that will be taken as cognizance under section 190A. What B says, police report. So there it is only police report. As if you are presenting 200 CRPC private complaint, the police files final report. Final report is regulated under 173 CRPC. That final report, after going through the paper, it is up to the magistrate to take cognizance of the offence as stated in the final. Thereafter, private complaint by a public servant, not other than the police. Public servant means corporation authorities, railway protection force authorities, and some other authorities who have got statutory power to initiate complaint, and that will be there. What is difference between A and B was private complaint. It will be taken on file only on evidence of oath. But C, public servant complaint will be taken on file as it is. It need not be taken on oath when at the time of taking cognizance. This is most important. So this way you have to understand why this CRPC is there. Then now I would like to say what is final report. Final report is on completion of investigation, the police officer. When investigation commences under 154 CRPC. 154 CRPC says if any written or oral complaint or narration or information is given to police officer, he has to reduce in writing. He has to receive it. If it is given orally, it should be reduced in writing, read over to the person who lodges it, and after obtaining signature, they have registered in a serial number book which is called printed FIR book. Then that commences. As soon as this complaint is received, this information or the report is received by the police officer not only register 154 CRPC printed FIR and also simultaneously open a book which is called 172 case diary. That 172 CRPC contemplates how the police officer has to proceed with the investigation. So many guidelines are there. But after completion of the investigation, police officer files report under 173 CRPC. Then what is difference between 172 and 173? 173 is a privileged document which we could not have access except the judges and superior officer, police officer. And therefore, the 173 final report says the police officer may file his final report. The only evidences and material collected by which he relies. If he is not relying certain area of investigation, he need not produce, he can withhold it, and that could not be looked into by the court as well as other than the police officer. So that final report, therefore there is a difference between 172. So you have to, so if you have complaint of you, if you have a report of, if you have information about cognizable offence 154 CRPC, then comes to 172 CRPC, and in between provisions on completion, then the police officer files 173 final report before the lower court. That final report will be taken on cognizance under section 190 class B. This is what our complaint is. We have to stop here to understand. Therefore, you kindly go through what section 2 says, complaint. What is complaint? You will go through that and muck up it, keep it on your mind. Then go to 154 CRPC. Then immediately go to 172 CRPC case diary. Then 173 CRPC. Then again 190 A CRPC. This is very simple to understand the CRPC. Only under this process, the person's liberty or fundamental rights guaranteed under Part 3 of Constitution is being restricted and even denied by due process of law. That is most important to understand the Code of Criminal Procedure. So, Code of Criminal Procedure is a regulatory procedure for denying the fundamental rights guaranteed under Part 3 of the Constitution, and the way which the magistrates or the judicial authorities are empowered to proceed with the persons against whom the allegations or report or accusation is made. Therefore, kindly try to understand all this. Best wishes.